Alright, what is up, my dudes? Today we are playing Rome 2 Total War. And today I'm going to be playing as the Carthaginians. This is going to be an open field battle. Most of my battles have been in cities, so there's no choke points, no long drawn out battles, just savagery on the field. I'm going to be playing as the Carthaginians. I'm going to have three mercenary Balearic slingers, three late Carthaginian hoplites for my main line, and then my third line is going to be one thing of noble fighters, Libyan infantry, three Libyan infantry right here. This is my general, African war elephants, ready to do some damage. I did place my cavalry on the far left flank behind this hill, and as you can see, they are the line of sight is broken, so they're hidden from my enemies, so they can't see them. I have two Carthaginian cavalry with mercenary Iberian cavalry with a thing of noble cavalry. These guys are disgusting on the charge. Do you see this? Their bonus charge, or their charge bonus, is 63. And in comparison, Carthaginian, their charge bonus is only 34. Iberian cavalry, their charge bonus is only 31. That's my army. My ally is a Roman. He's going to have a bunch of Principes. These guys are tanky. First cohort back here, but mostly Principes. Then he's got his Balearic slingers as well. He's got a thing of auxiliary cavalry on his left flank and auxiliary cavalry on his right flank. He's got the only two things that are different is first cohort and his armored legionnaires, and then also a general bodyguard. Then over here we have the Seleucids, or the Seleucids, however you want to say it. All he brought was Hellenic cataphract. He spent all of his money on Hellenic cataphracts, and they're hiding in the woods over here, so they're hidden from the enemies. They're a very heavy shock cavalry, but not really sure about that comp. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. The enemies brought a truly ridiculous amount of skirmishers, helot slingers, a lot of helot slingers from the Spartan, and yeah, look how many helot slingers. That's kind of a spam. It's kind of a cheese build. But this, okay, we're going to be against the Athenians over here, and they brought mercenary Cretan archers, very good. Hoplites, standard hoplites there for his front line, and then he's got picked hoplites, which are just, they are the elite unit for the Athenians. Then over here, the Spartans brought also Royal Spartans. Very premier unit for the Spartans. He kind of sent these these helot slingers out on the far flank, just unsupported. So I just go into them. But I did see over here, I believe either Pontic or the Athenian. He's got a thing of three things of, there we go, Tarentine cavalry. So he's got them on the flank. This is a skirmisher cavalry, so pretty much what they're mostly going to be used for is to throw javelins into my men. But I quickly counter them. Like, I saw it, and I crash into them with my Iberian mercenaries while taking out these helot slingers. I really want to take out these helot slingers on the flank. And look how far unsupported these guys are. I'm going to use my noble cavalry to go into them. Next is Pontus. He's brought a lot of scythe chariots, and they're coming up over the hill, and I see that, and I'm getting pretty concerned about that. Scythe chariots will destroy a lot of people. He's got a lot of hoplites in his front and hoplites in the back. He's just going for a really tank you out, just long drawn out battle formations with bronze shield pikemen as his general. Again, I see these chariots. I'm going to get the hell out of Dodge. Let's go ahead and do normal speed. And they just rip through and just do a lot of damage. These scythe chariots on the wheels, you're going to see these blades, these scythe blades. I'm going to get them the hell out of Dodge. Boom, using these noble cavalry's charge bonus, they just run down a bunch, but they're going to be supported by hoplites, so I'm going to get them out. Just keep hammering away. He really just put a lot of his skirmishers way too far out. He's going to keep trying to run down my cavalry, but I'm going to bring up my mercenaries, the Balearic slingers, to try to ward them off, and they're going to be successful in warding them off. Look how much is coming over here, but I'm rushing up my army to support. And look at that. These side chariots, they can do a number on their own. Alright, so here he is. Again, I'm just going to keep them going away. This Carthaginian cavalry kind of gets hung up with some hoplites, but they did rout a thing of helot slingers. And I'm telling them to keep going on. Keep going into these skirmishers. Look how many skirmishers he's lost. Alright, my Roman ally moving up his very, very heavy force over here. And he's just going to crash into the lines. Alright, so these Greek hoplites, all these hoplites go into hoplite wall. Royal, Spartans, hoplites, picked hoplites. What my Roman ally does, and that's very, very good, he stops right beforehand, throws pilas straight into their faces. This is exactly how you want to use Romans in open field battle. Now, historically speaking, like pila, yes, it would do a lot of damage, but you see how they're stuck into the shields? That's how pila was actually used historically. They were more of a utility tool. They used pila to thrust them into the enemy's shields, and then they would bend, and it would be very awkward to try to take out the pila, and the weight of the pila would make the shields too heavy. So the enemy had two choices: either try to take time out of the battle, which is Romans charging into you, trying to take out this pila, or just drop your shield and charge in. So that's how the Romans pretty much fought in their infantry battles. Just make it to where the enemies couldn't use their shields. Alright, Royal Spartans are getting around these Principes, and they are getting kind of rocked. And here we go, the Seleucid, he's just kind of like running his cavalry all over the place. I need him to support a little bit more. My Carthaginians, they go in. Oh, and right now it's just a hoplite battle. Right now it's not looking too good, but I'm bringing my African war elephants around the flank because he sent all of his side chariots over to this flank, and I just take advantage. I'm like, oh, you want to just send your... Oh, look at that pila throw from the back. Oh, the elephants are just nasty. They're just going to trample the enemy. And he does get the hoplites into a hoplite wall, but it's just no match. The weight of the elephants. And you got to keep your elephants going, so I'm just constantly giving them orders to move around, getting into the flanks of these hoplites over here. And they also have a scare debuff. Just the enemy soldiers, they just get scared. My enemy sees a hole here, and he's going after my skirmishers, which is a very good choice. I bring in my cavalry. He's bringing his cavalry from the rear. Right now, it's just a bloody mess. Look at over here. The Principes are just getting sandwiched in between. Seleucids try to do a charge, but into the backs of his own Roman allies, so that didn't go well. It's just getting... The battle's just getting tanked out over here. I think Principes kind of have hoplites when it comes to one-on-one battle, but these Royal Spartans are too elite. Alright, bring in my noble cavalry to take out these hoplites. Oh, devastating. Just a devastating charge. My African war elephants are still just doing a number. They've already killed 216 men. That's insane. Alright, what I'm trying to do right now is just have these late Carthaginian hoplites just tank a lot of this skirmisher fire, while my Balearic slingers just take out as much cavalry as they can. Oh! Look at these elephants just going to town. I would not want to be in this unit. That would make me very sad. Alright, my war elephants are just kind of like all over the place. He brought in his pikemen to try to support his front line. I see this, and I'm trying to reform my elephants. We pretty much destroyed them on this flank, and he's sending in his Tarentine cavalry, but against noble cavalry, noble cavalry is just going to destroy them. He does get a good charge on my Balearic slingers, though. The Roman over here. Alright, he's not doing too bad. It's just the Seleucid player is just not helping out a lot. He's too indecisive what he wants to do with his units. And look at this. The side chariots go right into the Roman general. And look, he's just kind of standing there. But the thing is about side chariots is the same thing with African war elephants. You want to keep them moving. If they're just standing there, they're going to get destroyed. You want to constantly give them orders to move around. Alright. Oh, all of his slingers are just bunched up over here. A bunch of his principes are running from the fight. I'm really just trying to mop up this side. Tarentine cavalry, for some reason, they can just disengage and go right into my slingers, which is really bad. I tell my ally, like, look, man, I need your help. Oh! Elephants! I did a rear charge on this African, or this bronze shield pikeman. Look at their numbers just drop. They had 120 just like a couple seconds ago, but I popped my ability Stampede, and boom, look at that. Break his general in one charge, and look, his entire army is like, yeah, we're out of here. So that was very fortunate for my troops. These side chariots, again, they stood their ground too long and just got destroyed. Now we're coming into the late game. Most of the Romans' infantry is dead. I've crushed this flank, and I'm just wheeling around. And I'm taking my elephants a wide berth. Right now, he's actually doing a really good job of warding them off. But Helot slingers just don't do enough damage, and there's not enough of them left. And I'm just getting them out of there. And I'm reforming my battle lines over here. Alright, trying to get this Royal Spartan off the field. I've got my Libyan infantry in the rear, and boom, their morale just breaks. Alright, he is doing a good job, though. These Hellenic cataphracts. Boom. Alright, more men off the field, more men off the field. Okay, so now the battle has shifted from a straight on to more of a this side versus this side. The Roman still has a good amount of infantry. I don't know why the Athenian didn't just crash. If he just crashed right into here, he could have routed all three of these Roman infantry units all at once. It's just a mess over here still. I'm trying to figure out how I want to approach this battle. Oh, the Pila! Again. And I've got Libyan infantry just going into the flanks. This is exactly how you want to do it. These principes have just held their ground, and my Libyan infantry just comes in from the rear. Hammer and anvil strikes. Okay. He's got a lot of stuff over here, the Spartan does, but they're no match. They're going to get just run down over here. I've got my noble cavalry. They took out some more skirmishers. So right now we're just trying to envelop them. And the Athenian is more of a defensive stance now. He's trying to, make somewhat of a semicircle over here. And I'm trying to bring my elephants around the rear. Unfortunately, my war elephants are pretty tired. Oh, look at these charges. Even against supported and braced units, this is the one thing that Hellenic cataphracts are really good at doing. Even against braced and supported hoplites, they can just punch a hole through there. I get some of my late Carthaginians, they're going to get surrounded and killed, unfortunately. Look at these Royal Spartans just tanking out the center. We need to get that. Oh, here I come with my elephants again. Another charge. I know this battle's just all over the place, but it really is just all over the place. A lot is going on. Oh my god. Look at the bodies everywhere. He brings in his general to try to support, and I'm trying to get my elephants out of there, but they're just getting slaughtered from the rear. I think my general just died there. That's pretty bad. Me losing my general was, again, this is one of those things where I get pretty concerned. Like, uh-oh, is my army just going to break now? And now we've got all these hoplites against, you know, depleted Carthaginians over here. He's making a defensive line yet again. I bring in all of my troops to try to break this royal Spartan. So does my Seleucid ally. I mean, they didn't break though, so even without their general, I'm going to charge the backs. Oh, how much? 523 kills on these African war elephants. They're going down there. They're getting killed, and right now they're in panic mode. They're out of control. But they come back pretty quickly. That was the first time I've seen something like that happen. He's bringing in all these picked hoplites to try to take out this late Carthaginian. But look at this. The Seleucid just, even though he was kind of like not very involved in the battle, he's got so many troops left. Really, the Roman and myself just tanked so much of this battle up. My late Carthaginians, they're just no match against picked hoplites. Oh! Alright, I see this and I'm like, I need to support my ally. And I need to do rear charges on these people as well. Oh, we're bringing all these men. Oh! Just bodies everywhere. This late Carthaginian hoplite did so well. I'm just going to do cycle charges, and so is my ally. We just charge in, and then, you know, cycle them out, in and out. And look at this. Oh! Wow. Alright. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I'm pretty sure this is a victory for us. And it is. Everything is breaking. And that's going to be that land battle. Lessons learned. Make sure, you know, you get these hammer and anvil strikes. If you're going to be using elephants like I did, make sure they don't get skirmished down. One effective way of taking care of elephants is using fire arrows, and it makes them go out of control way quicker. Even though my African war elephant died, 559 kills, and this noble cavalry got 347. Granted, most of that was skirmishers, but with how many skirmishers my enemy brought, that is huge. This is huge because the African war elephant actually went into the heavier hoplites all throughout the battle and just did so much work. Even my Libyan infantry did a ton of damage. Let's go into this. So Burninator, my Roman ally, killed 1,097. And he deployed 1,740 and lost 1,400. So really, that's a Pyrrhic victory for the Romans. He just lost so much. But he was the anvil, and boom, the Seleucids were the hammer. They only got 439 kills, and they only deployed 360, and they only lost 76. Look, if you're going to be doing these land battles, I'm very glad that it turned out very well. But if either one of us absolutely lost our flank, either the Roman or myself, this battle would have been over way, way sooner than this. And I just, wow, look, 2,379 kills for myself. The enemies, 654 kills for the Pontic player, 877 for the Spartan, and the Athenian got 814. So really, their kills, I absolutely paled them in kills. So, but elephants do help. Elephants do help. But they had so much skirmishers, they just did not utilize them correctly. Look how many. This is a troll army. This is such a troll army. Same with this. 4 scythe chariots, 229 kills. But tactics over troll any day. And that's going to do it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed this battle, and I will see you next time.